How you doing? Yes, how you doing, bro? Started one, I'm ready to wait. That's a girl more than that. All the time. Well, I would like to spend them all that. Fine. I just sit down and come from West North Carolina somewhere. But then look, I need want to hear something. How you doing, Jasper? How you doing, big girl? Those things froze my right side. I didn't mean to put everything in the freezer so hot. That corn in that refrigerator needed cooking. Well, I'm gonna have to put it in the freezer. Well, it was about $3 or $4. I went on bought it. That's why I bought it. It was $3 $4. Yeah, my mom. I know I said it. Can I put it back? The damn thing. Okay. I'll tell you this later. That's some good, Mom. 02821 sometime, Mom. No call, Mom. Somebody be doing something. Somebody making what? I think they old guys great kind of people in their cars. They do what work at the I just hope that they ain't gonna ship Sam Brooks off the side. No, I'm not going to 1,000 pounds of that. I would let a bark as long as they won't live over here and they won't fight. So you can come out. I like it real. Oh, I do like it. I don't think so. But damn, he's showing you how you can handle a bully. He said you knocked the hell out of him. That's what he did. He knocked the hell out of him.
searching for answers to learning changes are being made. The 3-year contract agreement changed the previous 8-hour per day contract to 6. The district also didn't raise the flat 2-hour overtime system for school activities. Instead, drivers will be paid for the hours they have worked. Transportation employees will also receive a pay raise for the next 2 school years, reaching a little more than $51,000 a year. We did not know that people signed up on the civil rights movement, many civil rights movements consider which public citizen and transportation. But we got into it, and this was the end of it. So we're really glad to have our job back. Part of the agreement includes there will be no more call outs or interruptions to bus service in the city of Night. I'm over to my second. Eric.
All right, well, with that, it's down to look at our short track lead forecast on this Monday. That's it, I know. Back to the beginning this week, Matt, glad to have you back. Not as hot as last week.
Yeah, no, and we're not going to be as hot for a while. It's going to be hot, don't get me wrong, but it's not going to be blizzard hot. Upper 90s, that's heat indices of 105, 110. By the way, this could be back for you, Eric, and Heather, and all of you as well. We're taking a look outside. We're looking at partly sunny skies across the River City. We're currently at 91. The heat index is at 99. But we are scanning those skies with Viper real-time radar to see if there are any showers. Got a local shower here in eastern and Rancho County, just back below in Newton and also Charles City County. Couple of spotted showers there in Nevada. Nothing super threatening at this point. I'm going to keep the risk of a spotty shower forming until about 10 o'clock tonight. This cold front means business could bring us some strong storms tomorrow. By strong, I mean heavy downpours and some gusty winds. And then behind it, we have a little reprieve from the heat and humidity. And I do mean the outside right now, 91 in Petersburg, the city numbers just up to 93 with it. 93. You see the heat in the east to the east, 102, 104. Most of us around 99 to 100. It is super hot. I guess we're going to keep it warm, otherwise mainly clear, down to 76 tonight. Tomorrow, we're looking at partly sunny skies, then hot and humid, 93, and then those storms, 3 p.m. to 10 p.m. Again, comes to be strong. Woo! Eric got a lot to talk about. Get back to you.
All right, looking forward to that. This night, Henrico Doctor Hospital has settled with 2 more families whose babies were injured or experienced neglect while in the hospital's NICU, bringing the total now to 9 families. These settlements are coming from 6 files on behalf of a number of families against HCA Healthcare. They're also separate from the criminal case of former Henrico Doctor 50 Rock. You remember she's facing 20 charges in connection to 9 injured babies. Her trial begins in February. Now, to read up on our 6 coverage of this case, damage to our code that's right there in the middle of your screen. That will take you to our website where we have stories this back to the city.
Tonight we're breaking down the partial demolition of Pocahontas Middle School in Powhatan County. This comes after a school board vote last Tuesday. Agent reporter Allison Williams is live in Powhatan. And Allison, what's the significance of this demolition? Heather, the school symbolizes the desegregation of Powhatan County public schools in 1969. Now, just last Tuesday, the school board voted 4-1 for a partial demolition, but the board of supervisors is saying they wanted to take over the property to avoid this. Pocahontas Middle School became a segregated high school in 1937. When Powhatan County ended segregation in public schools in 1969, it became the integrated Pocahontas Middle School. The county opened a new middle school in 2019, closing Pocahontas, now used as office space and is home to the county's first African American museum. The school board is now trying to figure out what to do with the building, agreeing to a partial demolition. Since the school is not used by students, the county's board of supervisors have been trying to take over the property. Supervisors Chairman Bill Donati says, quote, the school board refused to give us ownership of the building. We saw a possibility with that space to model it to fit the needs for the community, to build a community center to fit the needs of our senior community, young adults, youth, and civic groups. A community center was in a 10-year plan, and this would have been a perfect way to save millions of dollars for our hard-working citizens. School board member Michelle was the only one who did not vote for the partial demolition, and it's estimated to cost taxpayers over $1 million. Demolition is planned and scheduled to start next Monday, July 7th. Live in Powhatan, Alice Land.
All right, Allison, thanks for that update. Now for a reminder from the Department of Wildlife Services. If you're headed off the water this July 4th, officials say 13 people have been hurt for Virginia waters this year alone, and 4 have unfortunately died. DWR is saying the first thing you should do when you get up in water is put on a life jacket. Also, be sure to have a sober driver with you. No one should operate a boat while drinking. Always check the storm track road tour map. Be aware of your surroundings and always let people know where you're headed and never go out on the water alone. Brunswick County has received nearly $100,000 from the Department of Forestry's Forest Sustainability Fund. State officials say this money is to be used solely for public education projects related to outdoor recreation and forest preservation. Brunswick leaders have 6 months to figure out what needs to be done with this money.
Tonight, there's some buzz around the hotline in Powhatan County. That buzz is coming from bees. We're talking about a bee hotline and the keep it out beekeepers. That hotline focuses on safely and informed so that people like you aren't at risk and bees can thrive elsewhere. If you see a swarm of bees like this, you might not know what to do. That's where the keep it out beekeepers hotline comes in.
To kind of talk people off the lid. It rings, I think, 6 people at the same time, and whoever answers the phone first tries to help. Don't kill the bees. Couple somebody, don't spray them. Try to minimize all the native pollinators.
If you see a swarm, you're simply out. Leave them be or call the hotline. We'll come pick up the bees and find a good home. We have a link for this story on WIC.com with all the numbers you can call if you need the help of the keep out beekeepers.
A lot of us can understand the bees house hunting. There's a lot of us are house hunting. I mean, this kind is love, but I'm sorry, this woman just can't say much.
So that hotline certainly is helpful. Call the keep out beekeepers and not so sure protecting for houses there.
Help you find the food.
A sweet deal.
Yeah. Well, still ahead. The deadline closer for amendment from the Trump administration. Big beautiful bill. How those against the bill are expecting to stop it. That's coming up next. Your wife may use this for, covering the new crazy with.
And that's all the way from Essex to Brunswick. Stay right where you are and take that forward. We'll be back in a moment.
Hey, you put your favorite stuff. These guys.
And the Pendleton law are thousands of progress because what we know is
We will a lot. It's lining up second. Your time is valuable. Graduate faster. CCPI University. It was a fast-paced program that I knew would have benefited me tremendously. Bachelor's in 2.5 years. Associate in 18 months. It felt like a personalized service. They were there for me every step of the way. Hands-on learning, dedicated student and graduate support. ACPI University is a family to me, and I'm forever thankful for ACPI.
For 2025, Toyota is the best resale value brand for the 5th year in a row. Meaning Toyota has proven to outperform the competition, which can mean thousands in savings when the time comes to trade in. Buy a Toyota RAV4 or Grand Pilot now with 4.99% APR financing for 5 years. Toyota, let's go places.
When times are tough, life can be hard, but when you have peace, it's even harder. Hi, sweetie, how are you? Happy birthday. We want to give them everything they want, even when we don't have it to give. But thanks to Food Line Feed, we actually learned something special. I can focus on what matters. Like her next birthday wish. Here to build tables and art and food. Food Line Feed, here for every moment. Your home is your biggest asset. Is it working hard for you? If you're 62 or older, it should be. Reverse Mortgage Gold can provide a free information kit and will walk you through all the options. Eliminate your mortgage payments, pay for home improvement, and home health care, and live in comfort with no monthly payments. Best of all, the house stays in your name.
Sound too good to be true? It's both good and true. It's really a life-improving decision. Finding out more from Reverse Mortgage Pro is only a phone call away. Call today.
Severe weather can happen at any time. When we get to this, are the only in this market that has fiber, so that we track storms quicker than anybody else. When severe weather
How you
happens,
doing,
it's in
Kyle?
71 steps. So we're showing you where the type of tornado is every minute. That's a big difference because minutes save lives.
Definitely don't like most people in Virginia as a few type for his own family. Great leader, great role model. He's definitely a city community.
The so-called Big Beautiful Bill is facing major headwinds as Republicans try to get to President Donald Trump's desk by Friday. You'll have to get these before.
Good.
And I have hope fingers have spent the
Glad
past
to see
several
you back
hours in
in here.
voter
All
round
of
to put
y'all.
those against the bill, taking every opportunity to stall it.
Senate Republicans can only afford to lose support from three of their colleagues, and right now it's unclear if they meet that threshold. ABC's Christian Rivera has the story.
Just days ago, for President Trump's self-imposed deadline of the 4th of July, today's Senate Majority Leader John Thune, supporting his fellow Republicans, fall in line behind the president's tax and spending plan.
No tax on tips, no tax on overtime, lower taxes for seniors, Social Security recipients. These are all targeted at working Americans, working families.
The bill includes roughly $4 trillion in tax cuts, paid for in part by big cuts to Medicaid that the nonpartisan Congressional Budget Office estimates would lead to nearly 12 million Americans potentially losing their health insurance coverage over the next decade. The CBO also estimates the bill will add more than $3 trillion to the national deficit over the next decade. Senate Republicans can only afford to lose 3 votes.
My Republican colleagues, let me offer a warning in good faith. You all know that Donald Trump makes things up. When Donald Trump says this bill won't cut Medicaid, he's lying. When he says this bill will grow the economy, he's lying.
Some Republican senators have slammed the price tag, as has Elon Musk, who calls the bill utterly insane and destructive. Musk also a critic of the bill's big flashes to Biden-era clean energy initiative. Mayor Brian spoke with Micah Gold-Markle, who runs a small solar panel company in Philadelphia. Micah worries what it means for his business if potential customers no longer have incentives like solar panel tax credits.
I'm concerned that we would have to have the type of, we're talking about 30, at least about 30. That's right. I mean, it hurts to say it.
White House spokesperson Caroline Leavitt made her plea to members of Congress today, saying they need the full weight of the Republican conference to get behind this bill. Christiane Cordero, ABC News, Washington.
And some Americans making Social Security payments cut in half starting next month. The Social Security Administration is making the cuts to people who were overpaid in the past. Federal officials say between 2015 and 2022, Social Security sent out nearly $72 billion in overpaid.
The most accurate forecast in Central Virginia. Now, your Storm Tracker rain weather.
Good afternoon, everyone. You know, we just came off the weekend, but we're all looking forward to the 4th of July weekend, which, of course, begins at the end of this week. So I thought I'd give you kind of a sneak peek of what we're looking at right now. Friday, 92, mostly sunny. Saturday, 91, and Sunday, 92. We stay with that sunshine. And for those of you thinking about some 4th of July fireworks activities, well, the weather looks great for that. In fact, mainly sunny at 7 p.m. Sunset, by the way, the 4th of July at 8:34. And by the time the sky gets dark and the fireworks start to go off, we're going to be around 79 degrees, and it really will be just perfect for the fireworks. So grab the blanket, head out to wherever your favorite spot is, and watch them. Leave it to the professionals. So just make it a little bit easier and a little bit safer for all. Speaking of fireworks, Mother Nature the past couple of days, it's not the most traditional tradition, has provided some 4th of July style fireworks in our skies. And unfortunately, or maybe fortunately, this evening, many of us are staying dry with a lone shower down in Brunswick County and a couple spotty showers in Savannah and back to the west. We might keep that risk in through about 10 o'clock tonight. However, what I'm watching this front to the west, back crossing Chicago and areas like Illinois and Indiana, That's going to bring us a better chance tomorrow. So let's go to future cast. We started off this evening relatively quiet, mainly clear skies tonight. We'll drop back down into the middle 70s. The spot rather funky. Mostly sunny skies to begin your Tuesday. Temperatures in the upper 70s at 8 o'clock. And before you know it, we're climbing into the low 90s tomorrow. It's another hot and humid day. I think we top at around 93.
I don't know whether they're dead or not.
Storms developing back to the west along the Shenandoah Valley and the Blue Ridge. Those storms will push their way eastward. I think the time frame for storms for central Virginia beginning at 3 p.m. to the west and continuing through 10 p.m. tomorrow evening for any strong storm. However, we will have the risk of a couple of showers throughout the overnight and even into early Wednesday morning. In fact, Wednesday morning you might wake up to clouds and a couple of showers as this front finally pushes on through and it gets better. Temperatures Wednesday afternoon topping out in the middle 80s and it will come down just a bit. What are they all excited for? But it's not going to last long because Thursday 91 still humidity okay, but as we get to that holiday we talked about, what I didn't tell you is the humidity comes from that. Heather, back on the key.
Back. In our new health fair tonight, mothers have joined the lineup. Food brands planning to artificial colors from its products by 2027. The company is saying the majority of the products are already free of synthetic dyes. Nestle, Conagra, Kraft Heinz, General Mills, making the same pledge last week.
Screen time soared during the COVID-19 pandemic, leading researchers to question what is it that would change the shape of some children's eyes.
Boy,
Screens have been widely available to children for a long time, but during
water.
pandemic lockdowns, kids spend even more time than ever glued to their screens, attending online classes, doing schoolwork, and more. Researchers in Hong Kong suggest that all that extended screen use may be behind an increase in astigmatism, a condition where the eye has an unusual curve. They noticed that both the number of children with astigmatism and the severity of the condition increase. Normally, the eye is shaped like a circle. With astigmatism, the front part of the eye curves into an oval shape. This can lead to blurry vision, eye strain, and poor night vision. The researchers caution that we can't yet say if increased screen time is to blame for the rise in eye shape changes. They'd like to see more studies to better understand the problem. Currently, there is no way to prevent astigmatism in childhood, so it's important for kids to have regular eye exams. With this Medical Minute, I'm Olivia Rubin. Go ahead here for reality stars Todd and Kristen are speaking out after the further news and charge from this Trump administration. We have that too. Next.
News where you live with Deanna Humphrey. News. Get your AC ready for summer with Gilman's $69 tune-up special. Keep your home cool, efficient, and worry-free. Only $40 for each additional system. Call or go online at GilmanHeatingandCooling.com. I'm Morgan. Why should you hire America's largest injury law firm for your case? There's a lot of reasons. Did you know there are over 6,000 car crashes every day across the United States? That's staggering. Many will have no idea what to do next. We recovered over $25 billion for our injured clients. We know exactly what to do. Injured in a car accident, we became the largest injury law firm in the world for a reason. There's only one Morgan & Morgan.
Eczema isn't the same for everyone, but with Atlas, people with moderate to severe eczema can have brittle results, but skin that's still more clear at 1 year. Don't use if you're allergic to Atlas. Allergic reactions can be severe. Eye problems can occur. Tell your doctor if you have new or worsening eye problems. You should not receive a live vaccine when treated with Atlas. Before starting Atlas, tell your doctor if you have a parasitic infection. Ask your doctor about what appropriate Atlas.
It's the 0, 0, 0 sale at Jacuzzi Battery Model. That's zero installation cost, zero money down, zero payments with no interest for up to a year.
You're ready for a new bathroom, but you don't want the hassle of a weeks-long construction nightmare. With your local experts at Jacuzzi Bath Remodel, you'll be in the bath of your dreams in just one day. Jacuzzi's been a trusted name for 70 years, and from your very first wall, our team will give you the genuine jacuzzi experience you want at a price your wallet and its safety's on your
won't last long. Go to jacuzzibathremodel.com or call 800-996-2517. Call now.
Community work can definitely take all of us because every individual is only to do something. When teams like Team 8 come together and show up unified, it does anyone can make a difference.
In helping the next man, we're really helping ourselves. We are inexplicably bound to this thing called life.
I think that's the spirit of humanity, right? Think of your fellow man. How can you help your neighbor? How can you help your friend? And this is just a simple way to do that. Honey, are you going to get the AC fixed?
Try it, Heard about a podcast. Save $100 on any air conditioning service. Call or go online at dillonheatingandcooling.com.
You know it's so right. Also, that for former reality show stars Todd and Julie Chrisley are speaking out about their time in federal prison.
This and the presidential pardon that frees them. Here's ABC, Juju Chang.
I was angry at God. I cried myself to sleep and I said, God, why are you allowing me?
It's been just over a month since reality stars Todd and Julie Chrisley walked out of federal prison after being convicted on 12 counts of wire fraud, bank fraud, and tax evasion. In 2022, federal prosecutors alleged the couple swindled at least $30 million from community banks between 2007 and 2012.
There are some who feel that you were convicted by a jury of your peers, that the appeal was not granted, and that you didn't serve your time.
Convicted by jury by were we? I didn't see multi-millionaires. I didn't see people that were in the film industry in that jury. I saw people in a heavily Democratic county.
They were in the midst of serving 12 and 7-year sentences before receiving a controversial pardon from President Trump.
Congratulations, and I ended very people.
So I just started crying. I said, yes, I'm getting out of here. What was it like for you to your dad walking towards you? You know, the first time was 2.5 years ago when I was dropping him off in that same place and watching him walk away and know that he's not coming out. So to pull up to the same place that I dropped him off at, see him running towards me and to see the individuals, the correctional officers not grabbing him, it's like he was free.
Viewers first met the over-the-top family more than a decade ago on Chrisley Knows Best. And for 10 seasons, they watched the trials and tribulations of the campy household. Todd's no-nonsense parenting style, the lifeblood of the show.
I'll make a deal with you. You don't drop it like it's hot. And I will.
That lavish lifestyle, a far cry from the prison Todd and Julie, until recently, called home.
Did you really drive a forklift? I did. I absolutely did. I stayed busy every day. I was going to keep my mind active, my body active, because I knew I was getting out at some point.
I read 116 books. I read a lot of Maya Angelou, and that was very helpful.
Your wife is driving forklifts.
She's always been different than me. I mean, like, you put me in federal prison, I'm not working. I'm not giving you for labor. I'm not doing any of that. I'm here to do time, not your shoulders.
What was the first normal thing you did after coming out?
You know, I think us having dinner, sitting down and having dinner, and being together. You know, we get to start and acknowledging that and giving God the glory.
The first meal.
Pizza.
Zach's piece. The first night of sleeping in your own bed.
Heaven.
Yeah. One of Todd's first public outings, a shopping trip to Nordstrom that went viral with paparazzi and hot pursuits.
I look up, and here comes press with long-range cameras running down the middle of the mall. And I said, oh my God. And I said, just take the picture, just do the video and release it. That'll stop them making people go out. Well, it was. That's why I said, okay, well, you know what? You're not getting that.
Now the whole family is trying to make up for lost time.
A month ago, I was sitting in prison, dreading a summer with no air conditioning. And now here I am home.
Yeah, me too.
Riding a forklift, he was reading books. He says, I'm here to do your time, not your children. Right?
Oh. How you doing today, Tara? Jeffrey, great girl. Brandon, I appreciate y'all coming in. Thank you for the 2 likes. I sure got a lot of clothes at the laundry room. Don't pay no attention, it's a mess. How many trains did you catch, Tara? I watched your live stream. I know it rained in Pennsylvania and it was stormy. 3 likes, 1 view, and hit 3 views. That was really good. Careful, when you gonna go back filming trains? Irene, I'll be getting off here in a few minutes. You gonna film any more trains, Terry? I might as well be getting off here. Bye, everybody.